You know, people always think that a farming is poor man. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Do it very well. Add value to it. There's money in the country. There's money everywhere. If you have the right product and the right service, money will come.
Yeah.
People pay for products that they consider valuable to them.
Yeah.
They pay for services they consider valuable to them. So today, I know you have spent money. You spend money on the thing that you consider valuable.
Yeah.
So if you produce nice thing that people consider valuable, they will come back again.
Yeah.
70% of our income is spent on food.
Yeah.
Why not to produce and reduce your going to market to buy food item here and there? Reduce it. Yeah. Number one, I just looked at it. I'm a computer scientist.
Okay.
But I noticed at the time that if you buy one laptop, it may take you 4 or 5 years to buy another one.
Yeah.
But that if you eat in the morning, except you're fasting, you eat again
in the afternoon.
in the afternoon and maybe in the evening. And when I traveled out, I go to China and I saw farm produce cheaper than what we have in Nigeria. I had a rethink that I want to get back home. Let me practice and do something that can help our own country so that people can get protein. You know, protein level in Nigeria and protein intake is very, very low. Initially, I was not looking first at the money. When you get to a place like US, for your lunch, you are given a whole chicken. But here in Nigeria, a whole chicken for a family of 6, they will manage it again for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Family of 6, 4 days, 1 chicken. But over there now, 1 chicken just for your lunch.
Yeah. And that's for one person?
Yeah, for one person, they just give you some little fries. And then you have some something. The bulk of the food is the chicken. Yes, my name is Olusegun Wuraola.
Okay.
I'm a farmer, a security expert, but I prefer to be called a farmer.
How long have you been into farming?
Yeah, this is about 14 years.
14 years? So what do you do in your farm here?
One is poultry. That is raising of birds from day old to table size. And we also train fish. We also train what we call the BSF. That is black soldier flies.
Okay.
We train that. Then we produce drugs for birds as well as for other livestock.
Okay.
Right. Like you will see in this farm, everything we do here is organic.
Okay.
We don't use anything called vaccine. Whether you call it gomboro, whether you call it lasota, is forbidden in this farm. For more than 10 years, we've not been using that. We use products produced by ourselves, and they are purely organic. We don't use anything synthetic.
Purely organic?
Purely organic. Everything we use here is organic.
Wow. So how did you learn to make the organic drugs?
Yeah, necessity, they say, is the mother of invention.
Okay.
During the COVID, very serious issue happened. More than 2,500 birds were lost in our farm, and those birds are more than 6 weeks of age. Now, it was after then we now have to think inward. That suppose something happened and the vaccines were not coming into Nigeria, what is the way out for Nigerian farmer? Okay. And that's what led us now to go into what we call organic farming. Yeah. So we now went to different herbs, different roots to see the one that can be used for our birds. And thank God today now we have 6 different products.
6 different products?
6 different products. We have one that is called lactic acid bacteria, lactobacillus. That one prevents odor in your farm.
Odor?
Odor.
Yeah, because I can't really smell any odor from these foul droppings.
Yeah, you will see the droppings, but you will not perceive the odor.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's one of the function of our product called lab. Then we also have the one we call Piggery. Piggery is antiviral. Okay. It fights all those diseases like Gomboro, Lasota, and all those Newcastle diseases. It handles them. Then we also have the one that is antibiotics. What is broad spectrum anyway. So whether it is coryza, whether it is typhoid, or what have you in the beds, it will take care of them. Then we have the one for chronic respiratory disease, CROD. We have that one too. It handles them perfectly. And of course, we have our own multivitamins. Yeah. So we produce our own multivitamins, and they are proven to be very effective.
Okay. So when I came in, you told me something very interesting, that the birds here are 4 weeks old.
Yes.
4 weeks old.
4 weeks old.
And it can be eaten at 4 weeks.
Yes, one good thing about our birds, number one, is that the flesh will be tough. It will look as if it is native fowl. And then two, the bones are also strong. So the issue of people complaining about tender meat, umbrella is not what we have.
Oh here. Yeah.
These organic birds that we raise here, we give them the feel of the native birds.
Okay.
Now what we are seeing here is 4 weeks and few days. They are already weighing 1.6 and some even more than that.
Okay.
Now, if you boil this one today, you find out that the bones will be strong. And when you boil them, you will not see them emitting water like the normal boiler.
Yeah.
But you see them, they are rising.
Yeah.
And the flesh will be tough. And that is what makes us to have a lot of customers all around. Our best rarely wait. The moment we are ready to sell, people are ready to buy.
Because of the quality.
Because of the quality and because of the taste. It tastes differently from other birds.
So why do you think it tastes differently? Yeah,
because of what we give them from day one.
Okay.
We give them those 5 different drugs we produce. We use lab for them. The lab help their intestine.
Yeah.
Help the intestine very well.
Yeah.
And then the antibiotics we use is organic. Organic from most things that we also eat. We talk about garlic, ginger, turmeric, all the rest of them.
Yeah. So as a farmer, what's your major challenge?
Yeah, initially, the major challenge is the cost of feed and also the cost of the day-old birds.
Okay.
But we've been able to navigate around that.
Okay, which is?
Yeah, the protein content of most feed is very low. Yeah, the cost is very high. Like now, a bag is 21,800, but the protein level is low. They have to now incorporate the BSF.
BSF?
So, yes, that's
the maggot. Yes. So you feed your poultry with the maggot you produce here?
With the larva.
With the larva you produce here. Exactly. So you produce what you feed to your birds?
Yeah, we produce that. So virtually everything that is needed, the medication, we produce them here. Then additional protein content, I equally produce here. Yeah. I travel to most countries, talk of US, talk of Dubai, name them, China.
How many countries have you been to?
I mean, it should be up to 8. I'm not talking of African countries.
Okay.
I'm talking, we talk of US, we talk of UK, we talk of France, we talk of Germany, we talk of Spain, and then we'll now talk of China, then we'll now talk of Dubai. Dubai more than 30 times.
Wow.
Yeah, more than 30 times. I go to Dubai sometimes, I arrive Nigeria on Friday. Monday again, I'm out.
Wow, to Dubai.
Yes. I bring in a lot of stuff.
Okay, you used to do importation?
Yes, laptops and what have you. Here in town, it's about the major computer firm.
Yeah.
The one of the days I was in China and I saw something that shifted my thinking.
Okay.
I saw them with trailer load of fresh fish. And they were hauling the fish out, putting them inside some floater-like container, and then they will pack the fish there, and then they put ice block, they cover it, they sellotape, and then they write the name of the restaurant. They put that on one side, another carton again, and like that. Yeah. Wow, I was just thinking within me that fresh fish here in China is cheaper than what we have back home.
Yeah, in Nigeria.
Here in Nigeria. Their population is almost times 10 of our own population. So I just start thinking that I think I can do something that will impact life.
Yeah.
And since then, my interest in computer, in spite of the fact that I spent much to acquire knowledge in computer and all the rest, down to being a cyber expert.
Yeah.
Train Israelis, train also in Middle East, train also in the US, and on and on like that, on cyber security. Okay. But now, I saw the way they make, the way fish and everything is cheaper there, and I think, can I do something like this back home? And that is when I thought of leaving everything about competing. Let me come over to farming.
So what's that one thing that someone that wants to go into farming need to put into consideration before starting a farm or starting poultry farming or any farm entirely? I know you have ideas about almost everything. I see you do a lot of planting, you rear chickens, you keep a lot of animals.
Yeah, quite a lot.
So what is the one thing that someone that wants to go into farming as a whole should put into consideration before he or she actually starts?
Yeah, I think number one thing is to get proper training.
Okay.
You need to get the knowledge, understand the language of the livestock you want to keep. The birds have their own language. They have a way of telling you that, look, the environment is hot. The environment is cold. And then they also have a way of telling you that, look, we are okay, we are very happy. So you need to understand all that. So, and then it takes training for you to know and understand their various language, whatever sign language they're passing out. Then now, if I look at the pool of the birds, I know exactly what is wrong with them. And they cannot talk, but I can interpret that, oh, this is what is happening with this bird, and then I know what to do. So the first thing you need to do is get proper training. Most people jump that, and then they now jump into crisis. The time they want to learn it, they're already in a crisis situation, and they don't learn well then. So before starting, I recommend sincerely that they must go into proper training. They should think of starting from small. And then graduate from the small level to a bigger level. We didn't start large at the onset. We started gradually. And then now we follow the sign language of the birds, sign language of the pigs, sign language of the fish, on and on like that. So I will advise that they start from little and then they start growing it up. I don't ever complain about the government because to me, I think I'm okay. I don't complain about the government. I don't believe that. So what can I do for myself? So if the country cannot do anything for me, let me do something for myself. And then I do, and I train, I teach people in this same place where we are seated. And I bring people come far and near, and I take them into the farm, practical. And this one is different from what you see online. Yes, I told you that we have 5 different products. In fact, 6 now. We just introduced the last 6 recently. This first one you are touching is good for CRD. And it's a major problem in most poultry farms. CRD, chronic respiratory disease. It's a very common problem. And they have used a lot of all these synthetic drugs to no avail. But when you use this, I guaranteed, we have used it on more than 100,000 beds. I mean 100,000 beds in and around here. All the drugs are tested, tried and tested. They work and they're very effective. So this first one is for chronic respiratory disease. And then this next one to it is the antibiotic, grandpa antibiotics. For all the various ailments like coryza, fowl typhoid, and all that.
These medications are just for birds?
For birds, for pigs. For birds, for pigs. So, then this one is our own multivitamin. MVC is multivitamin plus calcium. Very, very effective. I have a lot of vet doctors that use our own drugs. Vet doctors, a number of them. Then here you now have our lab. This is the game changer. It will not make your farm to smell. Most poultry farmers.
So that's the secret to your poultry farm?
Yeah, that's just the secret.
Like you not perceive any smell?
No. You are very free. Most people wonder, what are you doing, Grandpa?
Because most times you enter even a farm that has like 100 birds and the smell is like a lot. So
over here we stock a lot of birds, but you will not perceive. You will see the poo, but not the odor. So we use this lactic acid bacteria. Very safe. Then this one is the antiviral, Piggery. It's the antiviral. You have their dosage and what have you. And when you give it to your birds, number one, your birds will not be having bent neck. They will not be having paralysis of the leg. All that one will be absent. May I say it here that with the use of these organic drugs, the mortality rate in your farm will be very, very low. Sometimes we achieve 96% of the stock we introduce, and the one that is going out at the end of the day, 96%.
Wow.
So we achieve as much as that here.
And mortality is like one of the major challenges a lot of farmers face.
That's why most people are scared of going into poultry farming. But once you do the right thing, you get the right knowledge, you use the right medication, guess what? No matter the cost of the feed and the cost of the beds, you will still make your profit. So far, your birds are not dying. So we have a lot of testimony to that effect all and around us.
Yeah.
We have trained quite a lot of people, and we are still training. This one is indigenous drugs, and it works well in our own terrain here.
Yeah.
So I recommend it any day.
Organic drugs.
Organic drugs. I recommend it any day for our poultry farmer, and then you see they will smile thereafter. To succeed in my family, I closed the computer company down.
Okay.
And I faced family. It was rough initially, but I think today I'm happy that I took that decision.
Okay.
I'm very happy that I took that decision at that time, 2010, and since then. If I don't close it, I won't be successful as a farmer. I closed it. People thought I was getting eccentric, but I know what I'm doing.
People thought you were going nuts.
Yes, yeah. They said, look, because in all sense of humility, they look up to King's Computers.
Yeah.
That's one of the major computer company in town.
So people feel like they can give you more money than farming?
No, they felt that this guy has gone far.
Yeah. Why now going back?
Why going back into family of all business?
Yeah.
We set up the computer lab for some universities.
Wow.
We built backbone for many higher institutions in Nigeria.
And you had to leave all that?
Well, I left them. And I said, now I'm becoming a farmer. This is the BSF farming section. BSF farming section.
You said you use this BSF to feed your livestock? Okay. How do you go about that?
Yes. The essential ingredient for livestock feed. We have the carbohydrate, we have the protein, we have the fat and other additives.
Yeah.
The protein content is the one that is most expensive.
Yeah.
And that is either soya or fish meal. Fish meal became so expensive because human beings deals with it, and then livestock needed it too.
Yeah.
But then the Canadian and the American went into research and came up with what is called BSF, black soja fly.
Okay.
And of course, they are the one that now taught me. I learned from them.
Okay.
And now with this BSF farming, the BSF itself does not carry bacteria, it doesn't carry pathogen, it doesn't carry virus. So it's very safe. And the EU, they approve it to be included in livestock feed.
Oh, okay. So how do you feed this to your livestock?
Now, what we are seeing here is the flies.
Okay.
The flies will lay egg on those eggs here. Now, the eggs will be harvested, and then we'll hatch the eggs. On hatching the eggs, we'll now take the eggs back to where we call the larvarium.
Yeah.
So from the larvarium now, we'll now raise them for a couple of days, and then they now turn into, a bigger larva.
Yeah.
And the larva is very safe, pathogen free. Then you can serve them to your fish, you can serve them to your birds, you can serve them to your pigs.
Oh, wow.
58% crude protein, 20% fat.
58% crude. That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
So can you just mainly feed your livestock with just this, and you are not using the normal feed? Will it still work very well?
Yeah, it will, but it is recommended that you don't use 100% larva. It's not that it will harm the birds. No, it won't harm them. But the birds need some more of a carbohydrate, which they will get from corn and all this stuff. So, but this one will take care of the protein, it take care of the fat. Yeah, this is the larvarium. Okay. Now, work starts from the insectarium. Okay. We collect the eggs there, we hatch the eggs. After hatching, we call this one hatchling. Okay. Then we now bring them here to the biopod. Okay, so the insectarium is where the flies are inside the net. Okay, go on. So from there now we bring the hatchling here. Okay. Then we feed them for a couple of days, say like 10 days. Like what we see that the larvae are well grown. So if I want to use them for feeding now, good. They're good to go. Yeah. So in place of using maybe 3 bags of feed, you may use 2 bags. Okay. And then this one now make up for the third. Okay. So it crashes the cost of your feeding. Cost of your production. Yeah. Whether for fish, whether for your poultry. The waste products here, the waste from the larva here, we call it frass.
Okay.
And the frass, you can't believe it, that is a powerful fertilizer, organic fertilizer.
Yeah.
You can use it for virtually all your crops. It won't burn the crops, but rather the crops will come out very well. You could see our coconut and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
You see the yam planted. I mean, most of the things planted in these premises,
yeah,
we don't use fertilizer. What we use is frass, which is the byproduct. So in whole, one waste from one department is an input into another department.
Yeah.
And that is how the entire farm is integrated. Now, this coconut seedling.
Okay.
What we try to do here is that within the our residential area, we want to ensure that most of the things we needed, we're getting them here.
Yeah.
And so, what I'm seeing here is Malaysian dwarf.
Okay.
And it gives you almost 200 or more seeds every year.
Okay.
Now, the seeds are what I replanted here, and I'm having this seedling. So,
from this tree?
Yeah, from this
all this?
Yes, you have all this here.
Wow.
We have sold some out of them.
Okay, so if someone wants to buy, you just uproot it?
Yes, I'll uproot them and then give to them. Like all this one, now by next week now, they are going out for planting.
Okay, okay. Wow. So how long does it take it to start fruiting?
Yeah, from 3.5 years to 4 years.
Oh, okay.
3.5 years to 4 years. And guess what? From only one stand, you're having more than 200 per annum. If you have 10 or 100, you can just guess your calculation. Yeah. You will now start making, it's very good retirement plan.
Yeah.
Coconut sell for more than 200 naira for one.
Okay.
And then for 200, that is 40,000 from one tree. If you have 100 of it, then you can be sure 4 million.
Yeah.
Per annum. That's
and you are not investing again into it.
No. Just allow it to just drop. But assuming I want to sell this straight into the market, I plug them now.
Yeah.
But I allow them to drop because I want to replant them.
Okay. Okay.
So you can make a whole lot of money for yourself without going outside. A whole lot of money.
Okay.
Without complaining, even in this present economic hardship. If you're a good farmer, you will not complain. You have what it takes, you will smile.
Most times, a lot of people say stuff like, the space they have is too small. But I'm saying that all this is being done inside your residence.
Yeah, 100 by 20 by 100.
20 by 100?
No, 100 by 120.
100 by 120, okay. All this is being done inside your residence and you are making money out of it.
Sure.
But there are some people that have this space, but they can't use it for anything.
No.
So what's the advice to those people?
Yeah, they should wake up. We got tomatoes here, more than a whole basket.
Wow.
And I mean, I sacked them in all these used sack and planted them. And I got tomatoes, and those tomatoes have processed them organically. It will last us 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, organically, that's subject for another day.
Yeah.
1 year it will last. So before that one will finish, I'll plant another set and like that.
So you plant what you eat?
I will plant what we eat. You could see the yam and everything.
Wow.
The beans we are eating since last year is from the farm.
You planted it inside here?
From the
farm. Are you
farm.
serious?
So virtually everything we needed. And that's why the coconut is there. I think I'm thinking of planting 1 or 2 palm trees. Okay. So that I can process my red oil.
Oh, okay.
Myself.
Wow.
It's only salt I think we'll be buying in the market.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also turn on the notification bell. So when we post another video like this, you will get notified by YouTube. And also, I'm going to be doing a sit-down interview with this particular farmer here that is going to be coming up in the channel very, very soon. So stay tuned. And also, don't forget to watch this next educating farming video on your screen. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, as I always say, peace out.